Hello friends, today we will review chapter 5 Feedback. I was pleasantly surprised. Feedback is about engineering. I was expecting it to be more process oriented, how agile processes is iterative. It gives you feedback at each iteration from the business users so that your product is good. It is more this chapter I can understand as the more title of the book is Modern Software Engineering. So it focuses on engineering aspect. Feedback is important. Why feedback is important? Let me give you non-technical example. English is not my first language. When I grew up in India, I grew up in a family circle, even though I was learning my science, math in English, but we never talked in English. I was not comfortable in English, and on the top of that, I was not good on communicating. I could not communicate my ideas in my mother tongue. So I started working in a software engineering, started talking a little bit in English. Then I came to America and I was very concerned. Okay, English is not my first language. So how can I hide my communication problem? I found a solution. I decided I will hide in my desk and I will never talk to anyone and nobody will come to know in the office I don't have communication problem. It worked for a while, and one day I was discussing with my team lead, and we started discussing how can I get promotion. He told I need to tell my manager that I will work on my communication. I was shocked. I told I should go and tell my manager that I have a communication problem. He said, because your communication problem is not a big secret. Everybody knows about your communication problem. So that was a shock to me. So then I started working on my communication skills. I started going to a club where we could practice public speaking and communication and could get feedback. That feedback at the end of my communication was very and that feedback at the end of speech was important. First I got feedback from my lead about I need to improve my communication skills. Then I went to this club and most of the people were from America, and I gave my first speech and people gave me feedback that I have heavy accent, the way I speak they couldn't make sense what I was speaking, and I was thinking, oh my god, all these years in the office I was torturing people. So feedback. So as you can see, I worked on my communication skills, and still I'm working on my communication skills. Now I have a channel, and this working on my communication skills have helped me to start my YouTube channel. So feedback is very very important. If you are like me, who never used to go to his manager ask for the feedback, you should go and proactively ask for feedback. What are you doing good and what you can do better? How can you give more value to your team members, to your manager, to the to your office so that you can grow. So this feedback is very important. Same way the work we are doing should give us feedback. First thing is we need to get feedback about the code. Test driven development gives us writing automated tests gives us feedback of our code. If writing test is difficult, our code is difficult. We need feedback about our code. Test driven test give feedback about our code. If writing test is difficult, our code is difficult. So we made some change to our code. We need feedback. Oh, our code is working. It has not destroyed or created bugs in other part of the system. Other part of system is working as used to you. So we need feedback about integration. Continuous integration gives us feedback. As continuous integration is always running, when we check in the code, it's telling us, oh, this code has created some problem. Is this code deployable to the production? is this code has created some broken something, which something need to be looked into that. So continuous integration is great way of getting feedback. It can generate a lot of reports whether people are writing uh, whether people are following coding standards, how much test has passed, people are following certain architectural practices. So you can write is it passing the stress test. So you can get a lot of feedback from the continuous integration. So feedback about design, again test driven development forces you to write code which is testable. For that you have to make sure that there's good separation of concerns in the code, there's light coupling, the code is highly modular, and as Dave Farley says, coding doesn't make a bad developer a good developer, but test driven development does force you to improve your skill set, make you a better developer. Again, feedback in architecture, again test driven development forces your code to be more modular. You need to have more separation of concerns. You have to make lightly coupled software. Again, whatever you follow, whether you follow monolithic architecture or microservices architecture, you have to make sure that whenever you make some lineup change, that code should be deployable to production. Whatever architecture you follow, continuous integration and test driven development will force you to make sure that you are writing modular code with separation of concerns, and your code doesn't break something in the production. So we can see we need feedback fast. We need to know that something is broken. We need to get uh, so we need feedback fast in modern software system design. We need to know something has failed. We need to know as soon as possible, rather than finding in the production when the cost of fixing is too much. When we are developing, we should get feedback or something has broken. So friends, if you like this video, watch my other videos in modern software engineering playlist. Also like it and share it and subscribe to my channel for your regular updates. Connect with me on LinkedIn and Twitter, especially LinkedIn if you like small summaries of the video. I will be posting a lot of small summaries of the video on LinkedIn. Thanks again.